The Style Gallery appears on the Home tab of the ribbon. You may want to modify how Word displays styles within the gallery. This video shows you how you can do that. Notice that I have a blank document on the screen here, and that the Home tab of the ribbon is displayed. In the middle of the Home tab of the ribbon, you can see a large portion of the tab is occupied by what is called the Style Gallery. The purpose of this gallery is to allow you to quickly access what Word considers the most common styles that you may want to use in your document. What you may not know is that you can modify what appears in the Style Gallery, as I demonstrate in this video. For instance, you can add your own styles to the gallery, or you can rearrange the order in which the styles appear. You need to understand that it's not the purpose of this video to teach you how to use styles. If you want to learn how to use them, I strongly suggest considering my Mastering Styles and Templates course. I'll provide a link to the course in the notes just under this video. Before getting into modifying the Style Gallery, it's important to realize what the Style Gallery actually is. To best illustrate what it is, make sure that you have the Home tab of the ribbon displayed. Then click the small icon at the lower right-hand corner of the Style Gallery, and that displays the Styles task pane at the right side of the screen. Now, at the bottom of the Styles task pane, click on the Options button. That displays the Style Pane Options dialog box. Using the Select Styles to Show drop-down list right up here, choose the Recommended option, and then go ahead and click on OK. This way, you're sure that the Styles task pane shows what Word considers to be the recommended styles for use within your document. The key thing to realize here is that in a default installation of Word, the styles shown as recommended in the Styles task pane are the same styles shown in the Style Gallery. This may give you the impression that the two are mirror images of each other. Well, that's largely true, but not exactly, and I'll explain more about that as we go on. In the rest of this video, I'm going to assume that you keep the Home tab of the ribbon displayed, and that you keep the Styles task pane displayed at the right side of your document. Changing what appears in the Style Gallery is quite easy. To delete a style from the Style Gallery, all you have to do is right-click on the style and then choose Remove from Style Gallery. Once you do, the style is immediately removed from the Style Gallery, but it remains on the Recommended list over in the right side in the Styles task pane. Now, if you want to, you could also go over to the Styles task pane, and if you wanted to get rid of the style from over here, you can also right-click and choose Remove from Style Gallery here as well. And again, that'll remove it from the Style Gallery that you see on the Home tab of the ribbon. Either approach will work just fine. Now, to add a style to the Style Gallery, all you have to do is go right down here to Options again to display the Style Pane Options dialog box. And instead of Recommended, we're going to choose All Styles right here, and then click on OK. Now that lists all of the styles that are available within this particular document. Within the list of styles, all you need to do is figure out which style you want to add to the Style Gallery. Just right-click on it, and this one says Remove from Style Gallery, which means it's already in the Style Gallery. But let's say that we want, we'll go with Title right here. Again, it's Removed from Style Gallery. But let's go all the way down, and we're going to go to Body Text 2. And now you can see that there's an option there that says Add to Style Gallery. If we chose that, then that particular style would end up in the Style Gallery on the Home tab of the ribbon. Understand, though, that if I choose this, it only affects the Style Gallery. It doesn't affect what would appear in the Recommended list if that's what I was showing within the Styles task pane at the right side of the document. Now, there's another important thing to remember when it comes to the Style Gallery. You can see that there's only 4 styles that are displayed up here in the style gallery. That's because we don't have a whole lot of space here horizontally to be able to display more styles in the style gallery. I could, though, use the drop-down arrow right here to be able to see all the styles that are in the style gallery. Now again, this isn't all the styles that are available within the document. It's just all of the styles that have been assigned to appear within the style gallery itself. What that means is that if you add styles to the style gallery using one of the methods that we just talked about, you may have to use that down arrow to be able to see the style that you added. Now, there is one other way that you can control a style's presence in the style gallery. All you have to do is find the style within the styles list that's in the styles task pane. We'll go back to one of those that we looked at a moment ago. And let's say I want body text 3 here. Now I just hover over that style and I'm going to click the down arrow at the right side of that style and choose Modify. That displays the Modify Style dialog box. Notice at the bottom of this dialog box that there's a checkbox that says Add to the Styles Gallery. If I select this, then this particular style, body text 3, will be added to the Styles Gallery. So there you have 2 different ways that you can add styles to the Styles Gallery. Once you've removed and added styles to the style gallery, you probably want to change the order in which they appear in the gallery. This is tied more closely to how styles appear in the recommended list in the Styles task pane. Remember that when you delete styles from the style gallery, they are not removed from the recommended styles list. Remember as well that when you add styles to the style gallery, they are not added to the recommended styles list. That being said, the order in which they appear in the style gallery is controlled by how they appear in the recommended styles list. Does that sound confusing? It can be. For me, I like to make sure that, as in the default condition of Word, the styles in the style gallery match those in the recommended styles list. To me, it just makes things clearer. So let's look at the esoteric and rather convoluted way that Word determines the order in which styles appear in the recommended styles list and, therefore, the style gallery. What you need to do is to display the Manage Styles dialog box. At the bottom of the Styles task pane, there are some buttons. The one for managing is this one right here. It's the third one. You can hover over these buttons and see exactly what each button does, but we want this one. So I'm going to click on it, and all of a sudden I see the Manage Styles dialog box. In this dialog box, we want to jump over to the Recommend tab. This tab is responsible for what is displayed in the list of recommended styles and the order in which those styles are displayed from top to bottom. It also controls the order in which styles appear left to right in the style gallery. Before making any changes, you need to know 2 things. First, changes are not committed until you click the OK button to close the dialog box. Second, where the changes are stored depends on the radio button selected at the bottom of the dialog box. By default, any changes you make are stored in the document that you have open. If you want the changes to be available to all documents based on the template attached to the current document, then you should choose the New Documents Based on this Template radio button. Now, for the rest of the controls in the dialog box. To change the order in which a style appears in the recommended styles list or in the style gallery, all you need to do is select a style in the list of those available in the dialog box. For instance, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit here till I see some other styles, and then I'm going to pick one of those styles just by clicking on it. And now with that style selected, I can use the controls below the list to affect the visibility and ordering of the style. Now, if a style is shown in black type, we can see that if we scroll up just a little bit here. If the style is shown in a dark type, a black type, then it's visible in the recommended styles list. You can click the Hide or Hide Until Used buttons to change whether it's displayed in that list. If a style is shown in gray type, like these up here, then it's not visible in the recommended styles list. You can use the Show button to change if it is displayed. The Hide, Hide Until Used, and Show buttons only affect what is shown in the recommended styles list. Whether the style is displayed in the style gallery or not is controlled as described a little bit earlier in this video. At the left of each of the styles in the list is a number that indicates the order in which the style is displayed in the recommended list and in the style gallery. You can select a style and use the Move Up, Move Down, or Make Last buttons to affect where the style is placed in the list. You can also click the Assign Value button to more efficiently set an ordering value for the style. Now, look very carefully at the list of styles and you'll notice something odd. I say it's odd, but I consider it poor design on the part of Microsoft, quite honestly. Also included in the list of styles are all of the table styles. In fact, you can see them if we just scroll down just a little bit here. These are all the table styles. Now, these styles don't serve any real purpose in being in this list, yet there they are. They all have an ordering value of 40 or higher, and you cannot change the value assigned to any of them. If you select a table style in the list of styles, notice that all the controls below the list become inactive. None of the table styles appear in the style gallery or in the styles task pane when you have it set to display the recommended styles. They do, however, appear in the gallery of table styles that's shown on the Table Design tab of the ribbon, but there is no way to control the order of what is in that table-specific gallery. So the table styles are just included for no real reason in the Recommended tab of the Manage Styles dialog box. They just clutter up the list. For this reason, if you assign ordering values to the regular non-table styles, I would choose a value of 1 through 39 to keep those styles before the table styles in the list, or a value of 100 to have last appear to the left of the style. If I wanted to start my style gallery with a clean slate, I would first remove the styles individually from the style gallery as described earlier in this video. Remember that you just need to right-click on each of them and then choose Remove from Style Gallery. Once the style gallery is empty, I would then display the Recommended tab of the Manage Styles dialog box. In turn, I would click Select All, Hide, and Make Last. This hides all the styles and makes them of the lowest priority. Clicking these buttons won't affect the table styles at all, even though you selected them when you clicked Select All. In fact, if we go back up here, you can see that all of the table styles are here, beginning with a level of 40 again. Now, with this list of styles set this way, I would go through all of these styles, getting past the ones that have to do with tables. I would locate all of the styles that I wanted to use, and in turn, I would click on the style. We'll do this one right here, and then click, in turn, the Show button and the Assign Value button to give this particular style a priority value so that we know where it belongs in our list of styles. Remember that this value specifies the order in which everything appears within the style gallery. Finally, I would go down and click New Documents based on this template to make sure that the changes were saved in the template that's associated with this particular document. After making all of the changes desired in the Manage Styles dialog box, when you click on OK, all of your changes are implemented. You should immediately notice that the styles in the Styles task pane are updated to reflect those that you specified in the Manage Styles dialog box. They won't, however, show in the Style Gallery. In order to get them to show in the Style Gallery, right-click each style in the Recommended list in the Styles task pane and choose the Add to Quick Style Gallery option, and then they'll be there within the style gallery. At this point, your recommended list and your style gallery should be in sync so that they both show the same styles in the same order. If, in the Manage Styles dialog box, you indicated that you want your changes to be stored in the template, then when you exit Word or close the document to which the template is attached, you'll be asked if you want to save changes to the template. Assuming you do save the changes, then any future documents you create that are based on that template will reflect your changes to both the recommended list and to the style gallery. There are a couple of caveats to this, however. The first occurs when you attach the updated template to an existing document. If you indicate when attaching that you want to update styles in the document, then your changes will be combined with whatever recommended list and style gallery was in effect before you attach the template. This can be frustrating, and why Microsoft doesn't just replace the information is beyond me. The second caveat concerns sharing the document with others. If the others don't have access to the template that you used, then you cannot guarantee that their style gallery and recommended list will look as you may have intended. Further, if they make changes, save the document, and then send it back to you, then you may experience the blended gallery and list issue once again. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, you might consider signing up for the free Word Tips newsletter. Information is in the notes just below this video. Thanks for spending some time with me today.